Hello and welcome to MEGAQUARIUM on Brutal, which is referring to me going to be playing this game on the hardest difficulty in sandbox mode. This is a aquarium management simulator akin to games like Team Hospital, Roller Coaster Tycoon, etc. But this is an aquarium. So let's get to sandbox. What I'm going to do is start at rank 1. My end goal will be to reach rank 12 and have everything that's available in the game in a fully functioning, profitable aquarium. This might not happen, but I'm gonna try. I've tried and failed a couple of times before, so I have a little bit of experience, and I'm hoping that will go a long way. Now I'm gonna turn off trades and merchants because they're just bad deals all around the board at Brutal. You never get any good deals. You get stuff a little bit earlier if you want, but I mean, you just wait for it and save some money. Gonna have side objectives on frequent because that gives you a little bit extra money to work around with. I would normally have it on off, but since I'm doing this for YouTube, I'm gonna have it on frequent to get a little bit extra cash to go around to kind of speed up gameplay. The seed is gonna be 1337 times 7, so hopefully that'll bring us some luck. Let's just get to it and see. So there we are, our beautiful aquarium, and let's call it the Fjord. So you're watching Fjord games, and I think it's a fitting name for an aquarium. Basically we're going to start off, I mean, you start with nothing. So gonna have to just reach rank 2, and in order to do that I'm just gonna set up a couple of aquariums, and I'm gonna sell them as soon as I hit rank 2, and then I'm gonna rethink the whole thing. Now, how many did I put in here? I don't need that many. Now, the thing is, you don't need more than 7 of any fish in any aquarium. You can if you want to, but that's more price for food. For food, you know, it costs more to feed more fish, and that's an expense you really need to keep an eye on Brutal. 7 though, like if you have 1 fish, there's a 40% chance that any visitor watching that tank that it's in will see it. For each additional fish of that species you add, there's another 10% chance. If you have 7, it's 100%. Also, some fish that don't like other members of its own species and are account specific, they have 60% chance to kind of make up for that. So, well, yeah, I mean, you can probably put more of them in one tank, but it's just not going to be good for the fish. Now you can see here my water quality level is 52%. That's not too bad, but let's improve it by putting in some small rocks that have filter power. In these small tanks right there, it makes a decent difference. Every rock you add, small tank, small fish, later on it's just barely noticeable, but here that made a significant increase of 9%. Perfect. And I'm gonna just fill, I'm not even bothering rotating and making it look interesting or anything, and I'm gonna delete this very soon. As soon as I hit rank 2, in fact. I'm gonna delete everything and redo it. Because there's just a couple of things that I need on that tier. So, I'm also gonna need some staff. And I'm not really gonna get into the details here, but there's a lot of different things. Like, this guy's better economically to have, but this guy, if you see here, he has 20 points total. This guy has 21. I counted it before, but it's the allocation of the points. This guy's point allocation works better. He's also more expensive, you know, so you know, it's a double-edged sword. But I'm gonna go with Sven, because hopefully he will be sufficient to deal with this. Let's just open the aquarium, put it on fast forward, and start doing some research so we can get some more fish, which we will have to most likely do to get rank 2. Unless these fish are enough, then we won't have to, and they might actually be, when I come to think about it. Just need a few more visitors and I'll be rank 2. Like if they basically, I got 2 prestige now. This guy saw the rocks and he saw the fish in there. So like, if you have more fish, that doesn't increase the prestige. It's just like for the species. Like if you see that species or that rock or whatever, you get 1 prestige. Rocks and static things in the aquarium have a 15% chance of being seen, and it adds per additional 1. You add 5 more percent. So it's that'll make this 55% chance to see the rocks. And that's another thing in here in guess forts. If a guy sees the same fish in more than 2 aquariums or more than 2 tanks, he will have a negative prestige. It will have a negative prestige impact. So don't put fish in more than 2 tanks. Or not the same species anyway. And however, rocks and anything static in the tank, plants, whatever, you can put as much as you want in as many tanks as you want, and it will never become a negative prestige thing. It might be neutral if they've already seen it before, but that's about it. Doesn't get any worse than that. Okay, so it looks like we might be able to prestige up. Yeah, there we go, rank up. And yeah. So this means it's time to sell everything that I have purchased. And I made 220. My bad. $245 dollars so far. And now I have different tanks available, so I can just make the whole aquarium a little bit sleeker. So I'm gonna do this. It has a capacity of 15, which is enough to house 7 of these fish to have size 2. And I'm gonna just construct some walls here to kind of keep guests out of areas where they are just wasting time going. And I'm gonna get ready for a second tank here. It'll be a wall tank, also 15. Then I'll put in these combi mini things. Set up a wall here, wall there, little staff door, and I'll be doing some benches as well. And then we'll put in tool station here. This is gonna change in the future. I'm probably gonna tear down and rebuild the aquarium at some point when I've unlocked enough things to make that the sensible move to do. But that's pretty far into the future though. Well, relatively speaking, in terms of this game. So, gonna get some small rocks here. Rotating them a little bit now, just not make them so monotone. And I cannot afford more yet, but the time will come. And it's also not a big deal. There are many ways of making money at this point in the game, except for having guests walk in, but later you will have other options to make money. Not really that many. It's kind of realistic, like you do usually just pay the entrance fee on an aquarium, and once you've done that, then you've done that, so that makes sense, but I wish you could like get some money per aquarium debut or something. Oh, this guy's stuck here. Per aquarium debut or something, so that there would be a little bit more income, because money is tight on Brutal. Like it is, well, it's called Brutal for a reason. So, but I enjoy a challenge, and I hope that I can pull it through to rank 12 on this attempt. Tried a couple of other times, but some stuff happened and it didn't work out. I've learned from those mistakes. And we'll hopefully be doing better now in the future, which is now for me. The future is now. You can see here, pretty decent profit for early on. I mean, maybe not. It's just as profit, so it's all good. Now, one thing that can run you down real fast is food cost. If you have a lot of fish that need expensive food and they eat a lot, really gotta watch that shit. And staff, number of people on staff, how much you promote them, all these kinds of things. You really need to manage your money well in this difficulty. And okay, I'm just gonna put down these, and then I'm gonna get more of those size 2 fish. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is a lie. This is the normal pricing. The $50 here, that's not true. You refill this, one of these, it's not $100 it costs. It costs more. I haven't quite figured out how much, because I read some numbers on the internet and they seem to not match up with the reality of how much it actually costs, so I don't know. All I know is you can't trust this, and if you base your economy on this, you're gonna get fucked. Which I have been, because I based it on this and then everything crumbled and fell apart. So just look at this as you keep on going, and you should be having a good idea of what you can and can't do. Now I'm gonna expand a little bit more. 420 for 3. I can get behind that number. Let's see if I can't expand to the extent that I actually need to expand. There we go. And then I'd like to put up some walls quickly before these people start walking over here. Please don't walk in there. Thank you. Alright, okay, so there's a lot of waiting needing to be done in this game. I mean, sometimes just to get enough money to build what I want to build and have a little fallback money, I just left the game on overnight. So like, just made sure I leave it at some sort of profit and come back the next day and kind of finish the job. You can do that. You can consider it cheating, but on Brutal I consider it sort of a necessity, unless you want to sit and look at the same exact thing the entire time that you're playing, waiting for stuff to happen. So I'm gonna be doing that in this series as well. Simply so you don't have to, well, get bored to death, basically, at certain stages of the gameplay. Now I'm gonna expand another tank here, and I'm gonna put these fish in. Why would he go all the way around here to feed them? Can you just go right here? What the actual... See, the AI pathing sometimes, it just makes so little sense. Now, I don't know if I always said that, but on Brutal, fish die fast. So you gotta have everything in place when you place them in the tank, otherwise you might just... Like if you have the game not paused, and you put a fish in a tank and you have nothing attached to that tank, it will just instantly die. So it's like basically just throwing money directly down the drain and it being on auto flush. It's just click, 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 oh shit, I'm broke. I did that once and I'm not gonna do it again. That's kinda... yeah, it is what it is, I guess. 4 times 7, that's 28. So I'm gonna... yeah. I have a form of a plan here. We'll see how that form of a plan pans out, but right now I just want to set up the tank before I start adding fish. That was an unfortunate identical... well, who cares, honestly. Well, I do, but other than that, I don't think too many people are that OCD on this. Well, let's just... nope! I almost pissed away the money though. I need to add this first. Otherwise, things might go bad, and there's no reason for them to do that. So I need 100 to advance. Alright, that's not too bad. horrible priority here. I'm just buying the things I don't like the order of which I'm buying things in. Well, it's early game, so I don't really care that much, although maybe I should. Because every little detail really does matter on Brutal. Don't believe me? Try it for yourself and you will see that every little detail can just break you. And you know, it's kind of hard to come back from something that spirals out of control on Brutal. Depending on your cash flow, obviously. Can I get one more before the day's over? I can. Is there someone... Oh, he'll say, hello, I represent the Hope Foundation. We're interested in sponsoring an exhibit in your aquarium. Something with the following parameters would be excellent. Objective requirements: build a tank with Arabian blue line dotty backs. 0 out of 2, well, out of 2. For 3 minutes. Reward 2,200. You get that just for starting. And then this when it's over and done. I am down with that. Let's do it. And I'm gonna have to expand here. And I'll put out this tank here. Just keep the walling and stuff. It's not really necessary to do that, but as I said, I'm OCDing on having it look kinda nice. And yeah. Alright, so now I can add the ooh, that's not enough. Alright, well that's cool. I'll just put this over here and add another basic heater. This will be upgraded to something else later. And then I can make things look a little bit better again. And here comes the half and half chromis. 7 of them. Everything should be good. I'll just put out a second tool station because, well, it's not necessary at all right now. But you know, actually I don't need it, so forget about that. Yeah, going for the next research. Oh, and I just realized that I made a slight mistake on my build plan, which I can remedy quickly by just moving these things. Yeah, need to move her. You will see when I start getting stuff where I want it to be. I want to have a 5 square large here, so I can, yeah, just for my OCD of making stuff looking kind of good, at least in my eyes. I mean, that's a subjective thing, but once all is said and done, it will look good in my eyes at least, and I hope you can agree that it doesn't look terrible at least. It's kind of terrible that these people are here. They shouldn't be. Thought I had a wall. I guess I destroyed it instead of... Did I move it into there? Why is it here? Oh, I did not know. I thought that was like out of bounds. I guess it isn't then. Alright, well, there you go. And yeah, let's see, what next? I got all these things, so that'll be this. 7 times 4 is 28. Meaning I'm gonna need this to be all 4 spaces. Oh, it's gonna be as large as it possibly can. And okay, I'm just thinking, how am I going to build that? How will I do that? Offers are down because The way you make more money basically at this point is ranking up so you can get more in entrance fee. Right now I don't get much in entrance fee at all. Okay, I have a solution to how I'm gonna build this. These guys are double force. Yeah, I think this will work. I think I overdid it a little bit though. And the size of that thing. Yep. Wasting money on OCDing it back to where I want it. 182. Yeah, that's I'm gonna 182 this. That number was what I had in gold. I mean dollars, credits, by the way. Okay. Oh yeah, I should also move these things to make more sense. Like your staff, often in these narrow turns here, they will go here, 90 degrees, turn around, that takes a while, turn around, go here, turn around, turn around, turn around. Try to not have them turn around too much. Try to build it so they can go from point here to point there without turning too many times. That's going to increase their efficiency. The AI is not exactly made to be like Einstein in this game, to put it that way. Okay. I should be able to afford this pretty soon. Actually, probably not today, but next day I should be in the clear for it. Come on, give me the money. One more guy now, come on. Come enjoy the fish show. There we go. Alright, so what am I putting in here? I'm putting in these. I just need 28, leaving an additional 2. Space for 2, but that's irrelevant really. Yeah, I kind of want this area to be somewhat symmetrical, although right now it obviously isn't. Sven leveled up. You know what I'm gonna do about that? Nothing. He's doing fine the way he's doing right now, so there's no reason to start wasting extra money per day to pay him more. Right, okay. These fish cost what? 65 a pop. I need 7. I need 7, but that's a good number to have. Because if I have 7 in this tank, I don't really need another tank with these fish, and everything should be good in the long run. But of course, first I'm gonna need, you know, a couple of these. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna see how that works when he comes there to pick that up. How does he do it? And how is my income? It's okay. Wouldn't mind ranking up, but my prestige is so low. I mean, I only have fish that don't really give much prestige, but still though. Still. These fish will also eat orange pellets. I don't really need a pellet dispensers, and I already got some of those. You just start putting them in. Get the ball rolling. Oh, and also, yeah, that's the ones that are gonna pay well to have a few of. That's nice. So far, Sven is the only employee I need. He seems to be getting the job that needs to be done in time. I didn't quite watch him pick up that toolkit, but it seemed to go fairly seamless, I'd say. He seems to start lagging behind ever so slightly. I'm gonna see when I have 7 fish in this tank how he does it then, before I keep expanding. That should be 7, and now I have a good amount of money. Okay, so right now I'm gonna change this later. Just a lot of rocks in the start because of the filtration power. So now the quality here is acceptable, and I'll see tomorrow. Yeah, it seemed to work pretty okay. I did have to make a slight turn there, but whatever. Oh yeah, let's see what he can do in one day. Can he handle this? Can you do it, Sven? Can you do it? Seems to be on a right track at least. And he can actually do it. So I'm not going to get more stuff, but I will increase his feeding. Level there. And I'm going to manage him a little bit. Put his main priority on feeding and then fixing, because I don't want the fish to die. However, if he doesn't fix things in time, they will die. So it's you know, kind of goes both ways. Therefore, we should probably eventually have more people in staff. Today he has done 1330 approximately. Is that going to be completed because there are no toolkits left in the aquarium? Well, there are. It's just used by the one guy that's working right now. Yes, okay, he managed to feed everything and also repair 3 items, so it's looking pretty good. Let's see at the end of this day, but let's see what more we can get also. This fish, we should get some of this. Should get more prestige going also, because right now this ain't too much. And this is a size 4 fish, meaning I need another tank at around that size. But I don't want to expand further out here, so I'm gonna have to come up with a solution. Yeah, well, well, I don't know quite how I'm gonna do that. How are these tanks? I guess I could put an observer tank in here. It's gonna make things look a little bit weird, but it's size 30, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because it has like the size of the tiles that I kind of want to have. So. There we go, instantly some bastards walking in here, like, come on, it's construction area, stay out man, please, stay out. None of your business to be here. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking, scratching my head. I don't quite know, but I know I'll be able to fit in 7 of these guys here. And they have some other requirements. They need this in the tank. So in addition to that, I'm going to put in these rocks to help with the water quality. But I also need to everything feeds on orange pellets, right? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, I'm gonna put those pellets there. And I'm gonna put the combi mini thingies there. Yeah, it's serviceable. Let's see though if it's serviceable by Sven. Can he basically deal with this area? So that's something he will be capable of. Okay, here comes the day. Well, a day at least. Well, let's see if he will be able to. Oh my god, these fish are gonna die. These fish are gonna die. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to lose a little bit of money selling that one when it's damaged and just put in a new one. And I'll do the same here. That's better than losing these fish. That's gonna be more expensive and it's gonna cost me prestige. And it costs me base prestige. You lose your base prestige. I don't know what base prestige is. Is that like... You have like a... This is like on top of the base prestige. Like your base prestige is originally 0. And you can do something to increase it. But most things decrease it. I don't know how that works. Is this prestige or is it base prestige? I'm guessing this is prestige. And the base prestige is a separate thing. That's my guess. So therefore it's important for me to not have dying fish. I'm gonna hire one more staff member to keep up with what needs to be done. Yeah, he looks fine. Let's have him focus on fixing. Now I know that like there's gonna be no issues with staff at least. Yeah. Well, I think this video's been going on for about half an hour now. So 27 days in. I'm gonna call it for now and say thank you all for watching. And I will see you in the next episode. As soon as it hits 1650, I'll stop there. This is where it stands. Right now everything is done. Like, these two guys can definitely keep control of this. Also, let's see what kind of profit I'm making when I have 2 staff members to pay. Acceptable. Definitely not too bad. Alright, well, see you in the next one. Peace out.